Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is, saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Fucking hell!
The executioner's sharpening his axe for you.
The cheeky didn't expect that, did he? Grabber.
Wanker!
What are you doing?
Grab his beak in the chest. Come on, you're
Who's that madman?
Stop fighting!
Shame on you!
Don't take any of his side, Yurko.
Flatten the cheek!
Short of wine! I'd
Go
beat
for
him
it,
even
Yurko.
more.
Put him on his arse, the cunt.
Come on! Oh, you wee
What
bastard!
in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced. And your son
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. So, do you know what to do? Or have you got any more questions?
Actually, this Yurko and his mate,
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as...
only they're from Moravia. So
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they...
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semin?
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to... As for my name, it's a nickname. Lord Samin's... When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to... I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We...
You're lucky you didn't turn out to...
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
I'd like to go and...
Wouldn't we all, lad?
I'd eat and drink...
I hope Lord Samin didn't hear you. He'd be none too pleased to hear you.
Beg your pardon, Captain, but...
That's an unspoken truth. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't you? He'll be coming to the wedding. Stick with him.
We should probably get...
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. Come back in the morning. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Greetings, friend. And with you. Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my best.
Why don't you want to...
Why would I want to stramash? I'm nae man of
Is it your custom to beat up envoy?
envoy or no. When a new bloke turns up and that's fair.
Well,
See? I learnt you something about...
you're related...
Aye! I wouldn't be here otherwise. It's not...
You got quite...
Can't you tell? Fum's no more in my...
Oh, you don't like...
You see any vineyards and bonny lasses here? They're more the other way.
You're a lot...
My pa holds all his... We were at a wedding. Before that, it was a bairn's christening. That's all I mind.
I'm sorry. Greetings to you. You silly doggy.
Let's talk about the...
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir. Thank you, sir, and come again.
Good boy.
I'm ready to set.
All right, stay close to it.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. Hold on a mo. I'll give you some...
What weapon will you get?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick.
Thank you.
Save the thanks.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Fuck that! Too slow.
Henry, come here.
That's a lot of
Get
blood.
over here, you
This should
warrior.
stop it.
Henry, come here. What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
I wouldn't want that mare. Someone gave it to me for free.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that...
And Henry, not a word about...
About who? Since you...
That's what I like to hear.
God grant you health.
Master Bailiff?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
Do you know anything about Radovan?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you...
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths. That pair have mischief in their...
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that
Of course I do. I'm the father of the... Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills, who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything.
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more...
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. Only I've got coin, while he's trying to keep the wolf from the door.
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though.
Let's hope more like that old miser will go around saying the opposite.
I don't think Lord Semin would... That'll be all. Let's talk about the price.
Well...
Aye. Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Well then, young man.
They were spotted here, sir.
So the Yichin.
Oh, they were driving so fast.
The thieving scum.
Sir, I could send a message.
Oh, it'll take too long.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord. Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yitchin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yitchin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way. The Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, no, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yitchin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go then. So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
Sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
You found anything?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiff...
Oh, that makes sense.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses, too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg, while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's the change in the economical situation, sir. The burghers have more rights, and they make smart use of them. They put their coin to work for them. They've got shops, baths, inns, mills, while the nobles sit waiting until Jack from Backwater Hamlet brings them 3 groschen in taxes on St. Gallus's Day.
You're right there. Only Jack hasn't even got 3 groschen these days. None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one. Not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange.
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough.
Well, that's just it.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road.
Very well, sir.
Blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here! That'll be the remains of the Midsummer Night bonfire.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my legs stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Samine was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why's that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the window,
Listen.
I hear it.
There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
I was. Tumbled in it. In the forest chapel by Bolivar. Like, fucking your game. Just because old Stumble poured some pond water on your head in the woods don't mean a damn thing.
What do we do now? I heard more than 2 voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from... Flatico used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
You don't say. You really saw that? I'm not kidding. Hunter, tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it. Yes, she ain't yanking your figure. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. She had one different than the other. All right. But that ain't normal.
Those definitely
Everyone
aren't
must
the
be laughing at
blacksmith's
the
hands.
wench. Why? Some people might like it. I don't know who'd like that. Did they do something? What the fuck do you imagine they do? Light up in the dark? Leave them be,
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Sure am, sir.
I wouldn't worry about Henry, sir. He showed us mettle, and so... How are we gonna do it? Do you just want...
What else do you suggest?
Someone could go back up top and try to take one of them down with an arrow, but...
Good idea, Henry. And I see you're a climb up top. And as soon as you shoot the first time...
Right you are, Captain.
I was ordained, you. Amos. For fuck's sake, you was never ordained Hunter. I was. Stumbled in it, in the forest chapel by Bodera. Like fuck he ordained you. Just 'cause old Stumble poured some pond water on your head in the woods don't mean a damn thing. But Stumble's a prick.
Now it's your turn, you sick. Useless.
Nice strike.
Where you fucker?
Take that.
Let him have it. You'll die for that, you bastard.
Leave him alone!
You should have fucking stayed out of it. I'll hack your ass off. He's had it.
Stop dawdling!
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We must...
Yeah, well, you were right, as all...
I am.
I thought we had everything clear, then, sir. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen. I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods. But I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
Now you're going to get it.
Alone. Take that ball!
Done for!
It's open!
Ha! We'll finish this quickly.
You'll be sorry! Do it! Wanker!
Yeah, don't spare it!
No, King Horsans!
No, you...
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Now for another.
You nobleman.
They
You
got
have
what
to
they
spare me.
deserved, the fuckers.
Be quiet.
Henry! Hey,
We'll decide
Henry!
what to do
Are
with
you
you
listening?
later.
Come
Your
here!
family.
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him.
I'll go and try.
Great.
The nearest tree. Huh?
I'm Phil from a noble family. With your paw.
I didn't want to nick the car, honest.
I've got you now, Venser.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you. Besides, if I...
One-on-one, yeah. But it must be clear to you that you're no match for me. Even if the noose is waiting for you, it's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me.
Fuck! All right.
I might.
Promise me.
I won't promise you anything. Now, come on. I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop... You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible.
What's gonna happen with that?
You mean Radovan's hands? The other fellow was tied up, so who knows what went down. Gnarly'll have a word with him.
Sir, Venser surrendered because...
Well, it's nice that you promised him. But I'm the one who'll decide on the fate of...
All right. Ah, that's all right, thanks.
Suit yourself. But be on the... And stop by Samin sometime. Gnarly...
Good day. You have a kind master, eh, mutt?
Right. This is already sharp.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
So, job done.
Whew. That's a...
It turned out they tried to rob...
Oh.
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules.
The bastards. I should have... And how did you get the cart back?
I went to Semine,
And they were wondering there too, where me, Lord Semine.
Well, God's nails.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia.
Indeed. Where else? The
I'm not sure. Lord Semine took them and Gules to his courtyard.
I'd know what to do with them.
Don't worry.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here. So now it's yours. It's been through...
Thanks. It'll come in handy.
Young Lord Semine's wedding is coming up. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter.
Well, young Semine is marrying her, isn't he?
Don't pretend. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait.
A girl from the mill? A wedding's a serious business. So you have to show them you're a man. Old Semine wants a special sword.
Excellent.
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel.
A blade of first class?
That's right.
Ah, I see.
God's nails. You really know. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't.
I'd like to know...
Relax, lad. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for her?
God's nails, let me finish talk. The word is, he was fighting and folks say they saw this from the description. It seems our...
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do...
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit, people from far and wide used to go to him. I even heard he made a pact.
What strange...
I heard something in the tavern about some...
With the devil?
No idea.
Where can I find...
Do I look like... I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia.
Right. But in return, you'll...
If it means so much to you, go and see Betty from the Troskovitz Tavern. She'll definitely tell you. But Henry, if the best sword in the world is...
Keeper told me you've got a brooch at home I lost a month ago. almost done.
Look what I have for you.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Come here, boy.
Take care then. Thanks for nothing. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. Good to see you.
Greetings.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Who goes there?
Now, why is this open?
Greetings to you.
Damn it! You silly doggy.
I need some...
You want some? I catch you fighting here again, and I'm down to business. I don't have...
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go in...
My god, lad Ambrose, the hermit, sold his...
I heard that as well.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing...
And has anyone sent to the...
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition...
What stranger?
They looked like monks, only they had... I'm telling you, there's some...
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I were...
I heard you...
Only the finest and now that I've been invited to the wedding, do you like it?
I do.
Haha. I take damn good care besides. What?
You'd be surprised how perfume can help make it. But I'll probably have to give this one to someone else who's...
Well, I don't think it'll... Moreover, anyone can get Menta perfume. But I prize those...
I don't know how else...
You don't now.
Jesus Christ be praised. God be with you.
Are you being cautious?
Welcome, sir. I don't know anything.
Good afternoon.
Excuse me.
Good afternoon, sir.
What happened to the...
He's been acting strange.
I hear
That's right.
I hear the...
God above.
Farewell.
Much anyway.
And what can I get for you?
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
Can I spend the night? Just the one night. All I need is...
But all I have is an old...
That's enough for me. And I'll... Agreed. Here's some groschen.
Thanks. And I will...
Where should I...
You can sleep in the...
Here you are, you thief! Surrender now!
I surrender!
You've been loitering around where you don't think we're idiots. You've been accused. You'll pay a fine. And if I don't...
Utter nonsense. All of this. You'll have to answer to the nobility.
I apologize.
I hope nothing's missing.
Coming right up.
You silly doggy.